attack. Back to throw, it's Stockton. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Complete to the right.
Was in the air, he simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their best football early in this game. Let's just get him into a rhythm.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quick strike complete. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Touchdown, Dogs!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dropping back, it's Carter. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important 2nd down play from the 12. Makes the grab. It's Spence. Could not make his way to the corner. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. He's got it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. In the air, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He's knocked down, but what? And to come up with the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Trying to get the edge. It's Young. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Off the play fake on first down. It's complete on the right side. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
I love when they sneak the big fella out of the backfield, usually blocking so much. Nice job with a little play action, slide him, give him the rock.
That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Looking downfield, it's Carter. The throw. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? On target. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Well, that was a huge touchdown for the offense there, just to try to get some mojo going here at halftime. It had been tough sledding here in the first half. Only a field goal before they finally got into the end zone. So obviously, still a lot of work to do. You're still
not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Wants to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with a look at Marshall, taking on the number 20 team, the James Madison Dukes.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. To throw, it's Stockton. Got his man.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Wants to fire on second down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Taylor. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Frazier. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll go to the air. Trying to find the end zone. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Second and goal coming up. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The DBs will back off a bit. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Carter. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations.
Caught, and he's got room. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll get rid of it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Handoff, Frazier running left. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Running inside, it's Frazier. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
I think
End of the quarter. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. So we open the final period with a third down play. Frazier again. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Hey, man, this is a big decision for this offense.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fighting off the defender. Makes the catch, and he's free. He's got it out for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
There's a crease. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, This is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. From the gun. Under fire. Find some time. Touchdown Bulldogs. And they take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. He didn't see anyone open. He said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Number 91, set to kick it off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Carter. Bringing the heat. And down he goes.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a first and goal after the pick. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Georgia! And the route is on. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And they tacked on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Pulls it in. It's Adams. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Got it in the middle. It's Spence. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. He lets one fly deep. Goes high to pull it in. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Worked his way ahead for a pickup of about 6 yards on the play. Clock stops. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Young. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man,
Throws toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right?
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Here's a heat. And it's a sack.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They have
field goal units not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Frazier again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds. Cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Georgia going up tempo. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, his jersey's not even dirty. We're in the 2nd half. We're behind. We got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step 1.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. He's open on the right. Maybe some room here. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game. Doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
with us from Thoreau Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. The Tigers' offense will take the field first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
They'll give it on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll try it again. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right on the money. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Bulldogs offense will now get its first chance with the football. And now we say hello to Nate Frazier. Big day in his last game. Over 150 yards on the ground and a score.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Here's Reed to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted for the